Hi, everybody. I'm Danielle Knox, and welcome to The Balancing Act. All right, today we have the news you can use with a woman's needs in mind. Everything you need to help balance your life between your career, your family, your health, your home, your lifestyle, and, of course, your financial matters. Everything you need to know. Don't go away.
When trying to eat healthier, many of us start by reading the nutrition label. We'll check the fat grams, the calories, the carbohydrates, maybe look at the ingredients list. Chances are we'll compare all that information with what we think we know about health and nutrition. But you could be making food choices based on misinformation. Well, joining us now with some sweet surprises is registered dietitian Dr. Christine Clark from Penn State University. Welcome, Chris.
Thank you so much.
It's great to have you here. Well, everybody out there, I want you to grab a pen and paper because we're going to throw a little quiz at you, and Dr. Clark is going to help us out with the answer. So question number one is this true or false? Sugar and high fructose corn syrup are nutritionally the same.
Well, the answer is true.
Really?
High fructose corn syrup and sugar are nutritionally the same. The interesting thing is they both have 4 calories per gram. They both contain approximately the same amount of fructose and glucose, and they have equal sweetness. And to boot, the body metabolizes them identically.
Okay, question number 2, everybody. Sugar and honey are the only natural sweeteners.
Well, the answer is false.
Oh, really?
That's right. Sugar and high fructose corn syrup both meet the Federal Food and Drug Administration's definition for natural. In fact, high fructose corn syrup is made from corn, a natural grain. There's no artificial or synthetic ingredients or color additives.
Question number 3, true or false? There's been a lot of talk that high fructose corn syrup is linked to obesity.
Well, if the audience answered false, they're correct.
Really?
There is so much speculation trying to link a single ingredient with obesity, when the truth is Americans simply overeat. And unfortunately, we under-exercise. So that's really the problem with obesity. You know, recently, the American Medical Association, actually in June of 2008, tried to get this misinformation under control and put it to rest by saying that high fructose corn syrup does not uniquely cause obesity any more than or contribute to obesity any more than other caloric sweeteners like sugar or honey.
Rumor has it that high fructose corn syrup is really, really bad for you. But before we talk about that, let's check out this.
You want a bite?
I thought you loved me.
I do. Take 2 bites.
It's got high fructose corn syrup in it.
So?
Well, you know what they say about it.
What?
That
That it's made from corn, has the same calories as sugar or honey, and it's fine in moderation.
Well, you know, this is a really great reminder that, you know, we don't have to always believe to be fact of what we hear or what we read.
That's right. Research has confirmed that high fructose corn syrup is safe, and it's no different than any other common sweeteners like sugar or honey. But all nutritive sweeteners contain calories. And because of that, moderation is the key.
Yeah.
A little bit of sweetness goes a long way.
Well, I know a lot of us are going to want to find out where we can get more information, Chris.
There's a great website, sweetsurprise.com, for more information and a lot of facts on sweeteners.
Well, I got to tell you, these have been some great, sweet answers that you've given us, Chris. It's been wonderful having you on the show, and I hope everybody out there got 100% on their test.
I hope so, too.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Join our online community by logging on to thebalancingact.com and clicking on the Multiply banner. Interact with the show producers, discuss features you've seen, and you'll have some great conversation starters.
Listen up, ladies. We have with us this morning one of the hottest and greenest stars of home improvement television. You may have first seen him as the hunky carpenter in Trading Spaces. We're talking about Carter Osterhaus, who now has 2 of his own TV shows and who is also an international model. Today, Carter has some great ideas for us on how to protect the environment and save money. Carter, welcome.
How you doing?
Good, thanks. So let's get right to it. What's the best way to make a house energy efficient and save money at the same time?
Try doing little things around the house like CFLs, light bulbs. Those are going to save you money over time. Low flow faucets or shower heads, toilets even, dual flush toilets. Those are going to conserve on water usage. And then, when we get into the bigger appliances, Energy Star rated appliances work fantastic. But even trying to swap out some of your electrical appliances with gas appliances, because gas, that burns so much cleaner and it's so much more efficient. Plus, you're going to save money in the end because your dry time for the dryer is half the time as it would be with an electrical dryer.
And what's so special about the average American home when it comes to the lack of energy efficiency?
If most people, they look at the cost of what they can do right away, and they see a bigger price, and they understand that they always hear it, but they don't really go out and buy the products or the materials that will help them save money over time. So it's really about getting over that hump, just to say, you know what, I'm going to take it, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to buy this, and then I'm going to see if it works.
I understand that the Council for Responsible Energy has some interesting findings regarding energy efficiency. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
If you have a light bulb within your house, of course, a CFL, it's going to save you about 50% of the cost. If you're burning natural gas, your carbon footprint is about half of the carbon footprint that it would be with electrical usage in those same appliances.
Where can we find more information on your recommendations for being more energy efficient?
You can go to the comfortableresponsible.org, and that will give you more information on how to be energy efficient, how to change over to gas, cost in relations to what you have now, and or carterosterhaus.com, and I answer all the questions that people ask myself.
Well, as you know, this show is called The Balancing Act. How do you personally balance your life between work, family, home lifestyle, health, and financial matters?
Well, it's kind of funny because I came from a family where we working right out of the womb. Seemed like we were just always doing something. My dad was a farmer, and he instilled the work ethic. But you do want to balance that because you want to, of course, stay sane. So I always try to carve out some time, whether it's the end of the day, whether it's having dinner, put the cell phones away, put the computer away. Really try to have quality time with your family, friends, loved ones, and that, it definitely works.
Thanks, Carter, for all these great money and energy saving tips.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
If you're counting calories, here's something you may not know. Sweeteners like sugar, honey, and high fructose corn syrup each have 4 calories per gram, and your body metabolizes each the same way. To learn more, go to sweetsurprise.com.
It's that too familiar time again. The busy holiday season is upon us. This year, however, the uncertain economic times are putting added pressure on families whose budgets are already stretched to the limit. Now, more than ever, consumers are looking to get more for their dollar. According to a recent survey by NCH Marketing Services, 75% of customers in all income brackets use coupons sometimes. Today's shoppers, though, have put a new spin on cutting coupons and turned to clicking for coupons.
So you guys want eggs?
Robin Ryan, a busy single mom, is part of the new coupon clickers generation. She, like most Americans during this time, is not only scrambling to get all her shopping needs handled, she also needs to save as much money as she can, any way she can. For help these days, Robin often goes online.
Super busy mom, just trying to get things done. I tell you, with 2 girls at home and trying to do everything for them, the best way for me to save time and get the stuff I need is to go online shopping. And finding the promotional codes and finding those coupons is the #1 thing that saves me time and money.
Navigating through all those websites, locating and verifying coupon codes can be a daunting task, not unlike the coupon clipping tedium of the past.
It's so frustrating. Sometimes you find everything, you put all your information down, and then you get down to that one part where you fill out the promotional code and it's invalid or it expired. And then sometimes just finding the promotional codes or those special coupon deals, it's almost impossible.
A friend of Robin recently introduced her to CouponCabin.com, a very unique approach to the coupon concept where savvy shoppers like Robin can click on the site and search for the latest deals and offers available online and even learn about offers at traditional retail stores.
Going through this website has been great because it's user-friendly, it's simple, it's one-stop clicking, that's all you have to do. You click on it once and it takes you right to your thing. It will take you right to your store and it will go ahead and automatically give you the promotional code. The greatest thing is that it's also checked constantly. You'll see little things on there that says checked by Mike on such and such a day, and it lets you know that each coupon that you're going to validate is still valid. And that's really important.
The process goes like this. Robin locates the code she wants to use on the CouponCabin.com website. Then she clicks on the link to the merchant site, enters the coupon code in the box on the merchant's shopping cart, and she sees the discount she's receiving.
I actually do notice and see all these incredible savings. We're not talking about a $2 savings here and a $1 savings here. I'm talking about 5, 10, 15, 20, hundreds of dollars. I actually added it up and it's been hundreds of dollars since I started using the site that I have saved. And this time of year, it is so important to find every extra penny that I can, especially with my girls and the holidays coming up.
Some tips to keep in mind when utilizing online coupons or offers are: verify that the discount you are receiving from the coupon code shows up on the merchant's site or site's shopping cart. Remember to check and be aware of expiration dates on offers. Be aware of other exclusions like certain brands. Some discounts require a minimum dollar amount to receive a discount on the order, so be aware of those requirements as well. According to the people at CouponCabin.com, the average user spends just 88 seconds on their site, but saves an average of $16 per order. So, that should get consumers' attention now more than ever. I'm Andy Tillis for The Balancing Act.
If you saw a story here today that you want to see more of, just go to www.thebalancingact.com. All righty, well, the holidays are coming, and that usually means for us busy women shopping for the perfect gift for our brothers, our husbands, our boyfriends, right? Well, if one of those guys loves microbrewed beer, then you're in luck this morning, because today on the show is Eddie Huey, president of Mr. Beer, with an inexpensive option they are sure to love. Hello, Eddie.
Danielle, how are you?
I'm great, thank you, and I'm even better because you've come at just the perfect time of year with the holidays, because we all know that we're looking for the perfect gift for our loved one, and we're going to be doing a little more drinking than we normally do. So beer is a great option, but why does everybody love beer so much, Eddie?
It used to be that people used to drink beer in lieu of water because the brewing process rendered contaminated water safe to drink. It's been noted that they think the Mayflower may have docked in Plymouth because it ran out of beer.
Interesting.
Our founding fathers, Benjamin Franklin, Thomas Jefferson, have known to be beer drinkers themselves, brewing beer at home.
So, you know, it's a great name, but what exactly is Mr. Beer?
We thought it would be a great idea to bring home brewing to the everyday person.
Tell me what we have here.
Well, what we have here are barley, hops. Our malt extracts are brewed from barley and hops and water. That's it. It's an all-natural product. Our malt extracts, we have a variety here, are brewed in New Zealand. The rest of our kit is all made in the U.S.
All right, Eddie, so here's the thing I'm concerned about. Let's say I let my husband get into the kitchen to make some homemade beer. I'm afraid he's going to be messy. I'm afraid he's going to be in there forever, and I'm most afraid he's going to spend more money than I want him to.
Basically, the brewing of beer is done at the brewery, and what you're doing is you're fermenting the beer at home.
Ah, got you. Okay.
That's right. We're going to teach you how to make many different styles of beer, from lights to darks. Here we have our premium brew kit. It retails for $40.
Okay.
It contains everything you need to brew beer.
And this thing is reusable, right?
Everything is reusable except for the consumable.
Okay. There are some alternatives for non-beer drinkers, right?
There is. We have our Mr. Cider kit. It's a hard cider. Tastes very much like a dry champagne. And for the kids, we have Mr. Root Beer. It's a great tasting root beer.
They will love that.
So what you're going to do is we provide the keg. You're going to attach your spigot to the keg. And then you're going to sanitize. Sanitize is very important to the home brewing process.
It'll taste sour, won't it?
Well, that's right. Bacteria is the #1 enemy to making beer taste bad.
Okay.
Then you're going to take our booster, mix it in water, and then together with our malt extract, you're going to mix that all up in a pot. And then you're going to pour it into our fermenter and add the yeast. The beer is going to ferment in the fermenter for about 7 days.
Okay.
Okay. Typically, for darker beers, it will ferment even longer.
Then we're ready to put it in the bottles.
That's right. So we're going to add a little sugar to our bottle here, and then we're going to fill the bottle up from the tap, and we're going to let it ferment 7 days longer. What's going to happen is the yeast is going to then activate again, and it's going to naturally carbonate the beer.
Alrighty, so this is the finished product. This is what it looks like. And I'm just going to pour this here. You know, I've been waiting to do this whole segment. Hold this for me for just a moment.
Great. Well, what we're going to do is normally they'll refrigerate it for at least a couple days.
Okay.
Okay, and then it'll be ready to drink.
Where can we go for more information? Where can we find Mr. Beer?
Well, you can find Mr. Beer on the web at our website at www.mrbeer.com. We're also available nationwide at large retailers such as Bed Bath & Beyond, CVS Drugs, Rite Aid Drugs, and even at Target.
Isn't that funny how I just grabbed it from you? You can tell I'm waiting to do this. Because this really is a great gift idea to help us busy women find the perfect gift for the very important men in our lives. Thank you, Eddie.
Thank you, Danielle.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
You don't have one, but I do.
There you go.
All right.
Did you know that celery and bok choy help replenish the body's skeletal needs? These foods target bone strength. Our bones are 23% sodium, and these foods are 23% sodium. So crunch away and add them to your recipes for a low-calorie, healthy boost to your body.
Join our online community by logging on to thebalancingact.com and clicking on the Multiply banner. Interact with the show producers, discuss features you've seen, and you'll have some great conversation starters.
Identity theft is a crime that continues to grow year after year, and according to the FTC, it's estimated that 9 million Americans have their identity stolen each year. However, one company's technology can tell consumers instantly if they may have lost their identity and it's been compromised. Joining us today is President of ID Watchdog, Justin Urick. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
It's great to have you here. Before we get into this, we went out and talked to some of our viewers and asked them what their definition of identity theft was. Let's take a look.
Identity theft is someone stealing your private information that you've only released to certain people.
It's when people may open accounts in your name, get a mortgage in your name.
When someone has access to your personal information and destroys your credit.
People commit crimes in my name.
Destroys your life.
Sounds like good answers to me. Any comments on what these people had to say?
Yeah, I'm actually pretty impressed with your viewers. Most people think that credit reports and credit cards are the only places they have to worry about identity theft. Well, the statistics actually show that 70% of identity theft crimes happen in non-financial databases, and only about 30% of the crimes happen within your credit report. So if you're just looking at your credit report, you're going to miss 7 out of 10 identity theft crimes.
Give us some other examples of non-financial risk.
Well, we see it all the time. Like, for example, we have one client who came to us. He had 4 warrants in his name for his arrest.
4 warrants?
In states that he'd never traveled to.
Holy cow!
We had people with over $100,000 in medical procedures in their name in hospitals they'd never been to.
Wow.
And then we have people that have jobs all over the country that illegal immigrants are using their Social Security numbers in order to stay in the country, so they have taxes that they have to deal with as a result.
What does ID Watchdog do? How do they actually protect people?
We take really a 3-pronged approach. Number 1, we look at your past and see if identity theft has happened to you ever in your life. A lot of times it can happen and you might not even know it's there. Number 2, we have a monitoring system that monitors 10,000 databases that monitors on a go-forward basis. So if anything new happens, we'll spot it no matter if it's criminal, financial, medical, or any of the above. The last thing is, if something does go wrong, we don't just pat you on the back and say, good luck fixing it. We take a limited power of attorney and we help you fix it.
Okay. You guys did a check on my identity.
We did. We pulled all of those 10,000 databases and we want you to take a look and see what we found.
Wow, I'm a little nervous, but holy cow, there's actually an address here that is at least 30 years old.
Those databases don't forget, do they?
Man, they don't. Nothing ever goes away. And it seems like there's some names here that aren't quite to the spelling of my name, but my Social Security number is along with that. Now that pretty much scares me. I don't know who that person is. Is that really me?
That is a big red flag for identity theft, and that's something that we first have to identify the problem. Now we need to do some further investigation.
Is there any typical type of person that people are, that are targeting for identity theft?
Well, the people that come to us that tend to be the more responsible and the more concerned with this problem actually are women. They tend to be a little bit older, maybe over 30 years old, just because those are the people that tend to be concerned with this stuff and have something to lose.
This is all great information. It has really opened up my eyes to what identity theft is and what it can do to your whole entire life, forever and ever. Where can we get more information?
Well, I invite everybody to go to our website, which is www.idwatchdog.com. You can find out a lot of great information about identity theft there, and you can also try out our product and get this same report for free when you sign up there.
Wow, that's great information. Thanks again, Chester.
Thank you.
Stay active as you age. There are 3 types of exercise that are important for people with osteoarthritis of the knee: strengthening exercises, aerobic exercises, and range of motion exercises. Try water aerobics, swimming, brisk walking, and even cycling. I'm Danielle Knox, and thanks for joining me this morning on The Balancing Act. Be sure and watch us every weekday morning right here on Lifetime Television for the latest and greatest services and products to help you balance your life. Whether it's your home, your career, your family, or financial matters, The Balancing Act is here for you.